Hello, welcome. I am back for a while. Who knows? How long, how short while, who's to say? But yeah, questions taken in an order, they appear in the chat. I do English, Finnish, Espanol, no. Lo siento. I understand a little bit, but too poco. So English, basically main language is also Finnish. There are instructions on the screen if you want to make donation. Please do it at PayPal. There's the address for it. If you have any questions, dstonerocks@hotmail.com. We answer anything. We've been able to answer everyone even so far. So feedback, comments, or if you want a private reading, which is obviously not free, send us an email. We figure something out. There's different options. And thank you everyone who donated. It makes the difference. Also, if you are interested on our stones, we make just like art stones, sigils, runes. You can ask from those as well, right? Fair enough. So, let's go to this. So today, I was looking into, which I take randomly, I just shuffle the deck and take one card and see what I can get out of it. And today, well, it's like relatively happy looking card, no? It was the 10 of Cups. So, I wrote quite some things about it, I guess. And for me, one interesting part, of course, okay, it's an end and like basically the full force of the suit in feelings, water, as in cups, like romantic feelings and this kind of like poetic feelings. So yeah, it's an end, it's a conclusion of something, happy family, all that one can say. But funny thing is, like what I got in mind, what came to me with this is that if you look at the kids, they are kind of dressed up with the same colors than the couple. So somehow for me that would indicate them as their inner childs, or like sort of this led for me that this would be also like certain ways showing that they have matured with their feelings. And well, it's a rainbow. It has the cups there, and somehow I think these people would feel like everything is open for them and everything feels good. It's like a perfect moment. It's like a fairy tale come true moment already, is what I think. And well, tons of other things. For me, the river is flowing upwards there, like against gravity. And then it continues in the next card in the page, which is like very strong current. So also, I would think that this would indicate something that you have chosen to feel good, and you're open for change. So you just welcome anything. So in a way, there's no way you can feel really bad because, well, sort of everything is good. But yeah, it could be also like a moment which is like a perfect. Maybe it's somebody forever, maybe it's 5 seconds, maybe it's one day, hour, week, or a fleeing passing thought in the end. But Rider White, 10 of Cups, was kind of like a nice to look into this one, I suppose. Also, this is like definitely you have there several figures, several humanos, people. So it's time not to do introspection or like look answers from yourself or you look into your feelings. It's more like expressing. And I think these people here and in this card is like also a situation that you feel you have nothing to be afraid of. You feel like you can fully express yourself and your feelings. And you don't have to worry what the sun sign will bring about or what it will uncover, so to speak. Right? So there's kind of some, I guess, about it as well. And I think the next card would try to sort of like, even if you look at the next card, which has the floating, sort of like the rainbow and all the gold and everything, it's gonna try to capture this moment and keep it sort of contained. And like further goal is that you can decide that you decide to feel good, because in the end, if you decide to feel like shit, you're gonna feel like shit, right? So basically, if you decide you feel good, you probably will feel good. This will probably just help you just keep your head up. So that's about something. Let's see. And yeah, there's an auxiliary screen. Since our laptop screen is still broken, and it's probably gonna remain so forever. So I kind of look there. Julie J, hello. How are you? I'm cool, I'm cool. Busy, busy, busy. All sorts of things. On the cars and off the cars. Yeah. There. Yeah, it's pretty cool here. I was ranting about 10 of cups right away, which was which was here. And well, I have to say that it's pretty nice car. It keeps pretty good vibes for me. And one actually thing about this was also that it kind of looks too good somehow. So maybe it tells something about me. Like, well, when I'm talking about anything, I'm talking about myself, like everyone else, I guess. So I got this kind of impressions that these people are feeling really good, so they have to be careful. So maybe they are vulnerable or something, but in the end they have worked. This is not some kind of lucky chance. This is something that has been achieved. It's been cultivated before to get to this point. But yeah, questions taken in order. They appear in the chat. So Julie J, if you have a question, hit it and we go with it. Oh, that rhymes. Kind of strange. I don't know. Maybe this will be a strange session somehow, which means nice and cool and everything. No need. Oh, we're going to move this little bit. Okay. Will I lose James' friendship if I wreck this offer next time we talk, we meet? Let's see what we get from here. So, Julie J. Take this one. Will I lose James's friendship if I reject his offer next time we talk this week? Let's see. Let's see. When we're happy with the shuffle. Julie J. J. No, James friendship. Okay. Ghost Fighter, yeah, I'm gonna do for Julie J now. And at the moment, then you were gonna be next. although there is Ashley K got there before, so Ashley K is after Julie, and then who poses the question there and puts the question there gets to be next. But now Julie J, will I lose James's friendship if I reject his offer next time we talk/meet? We've been shuffling for a while now. Let's see. No, I don't think you're gonna lose his friendship if you reject his offer. I think he will estimate the situation a little bit. Maybe he feels a bit strongly about it, and but I think he somehow considers himself sort of like a even a magician of fire, so that he can create passion and like. No, I don't think you're gonna lose it. It could be a little bit like I would say that maybe you would be somehow a little bit more apart in some way, or you would be feeling well, depending on the offer. I suppose I think you could be that it kind of might put you apart, put you a little bit further from each other. But I don't think you would lose his friendship, at least not at the spot. But I think he would be a little bit like maybe he would take it a little bit on himself, like how dare you reject me or something a little bit like this. So no, I don't think so. And yeah, but also I don't think maybe I don't think it would be like really. It would be more like then estimating his situation and little bit like this. But I wouldn't say that it would be even like extremely dramatic, right? But yeah, I think that would be the thing that maybe he has to then calculate a little bit that how much it bruises his ego, and then he would decide in the near future to take maybe a little bit distance between you. But hey, advice and guidance for your situation would be this. This is from Mythic Fennica Tarot, a Finnish deck. Really nice. We got it from a friend, so we like it. This is your guidance for the situation. It's the Tree of Life. So whatever you can get from this, it's nice because this has totally different imagery than many others, or the Rider White that I use a lot. So Julie J, this is your guidance for your situation. Okay? Whatever you get from this. The Tree of Life. Okay. Muy bien. So Ashley K was next. And Ghost Rider, if you put a question, you will be after Ashley at the moment, if the situation doesn't change. I was wondering what the guy by the name of L, what if his feelings for me? Will he confess his feelings for me? Let's see. So Ashley K, you are up next. I was wondering what the guy by the name of L, how mysterious. What is his feelings for me? Will he confess his feelings for me? Okay. Ashley K, you are next. When we're happy with the shuffle, we give next reading lecture will be for Ashley K. And people, if you have not subscribed, you can subscribe. I will read. You subscribe, you don't subscribe, I will read at the time that I'm here. But it's nice if you subscribe. You can also like our channel and check our videos. There's some nice stuff there, at least I think so. A few others as well. And thank you for everyone who has subscribed. It obviously helps in this digital ether YouTube business and all the algorithms and stuff. Okay. One theme of L. What is his feelings on weekly contest? What's his feelings and what's his looking? So when we're happy with the shuffle, we are not ready yet. Well, I think this, I would say that this person L, has like seen you, and I think this person would have a like seriously crush on you. And I think he would be, I think it's inevitable that he would confess his feelings, and I think, well, obviously his feelings would be rather, I think would be rather like sort of romantic even. It's like kind of, I would think that his feelings towards you are like sort of almost like somebody's gonna sing a serenade, because he's willing to go like over some boundaries of like what would be considered maybe like common things to do. I think this person would be like a romantic person, and this will bring about something. Well, this will bring about a closure for the situation. I think this person has harbored this for a while, and he has felt really strong about it. But I think he is also like thinking like I think he would be feeling rather confident about himself doing this in the end. That he's rather certain that he would get like a response that he wants. But the thing what I see in here is like this could be that when you get to know the person, and then the things sort of crumble a little bit, and not just a little bit. There is something that like makes it that it would be somehow like a really big crush, like head on, and then let's see what would be bringing about. Well, I think the reality would come also, like maybe the person has certain image of you in certain way, and that won't be exactly the reality of the situation. So there would be at least this, that then the person sees you sort of as you are. Maybe he has painted, like we all do, we paint an image of another person which probably has not that much to do with reality. Everybody does it from everyone. In the end, it's going to be really difficult to even talk to someone without having all the things in your head about the person, some true, some not true, probably most of them not even closely true. So I think this looks like for me that, yeah, there's like a big crush and head on, like really serious stuff, and then it's like sort of also like by luck what's gonna happen in the end. And I would think that it will, the reality checks in really fast with this person. But I think if you can face it, that face the person for real, and maybe when like take a little pause when if you get into this, because I think that would be really like head first, and let's see what happens, and wow. like pretty wild stuff, to take some sort of a break and maybe a little bit use your head as well in this, or either both. And if you can be open, then I would say that this relation would have potential for whatever you would like it to be. But I would say that I would be surprised if this wouldn't be at least like a head-on collision romance thing, like in that sense. You know, in a way, if you think about it, it's like really Romeo and Juliet kind of stuff. That shit didn't end really well. So, but I think it would be really like emotional and passionate and stuff like this. But I think it will not be maybe something that would last really long. I think there has been in him that he has like really raw, and I would say yes. And I think that this person, I would be surprised if this person wouldn't be rather like a sort of like a perfect lover in many ways. And yeah, I think, well, so much that I would be very surprised if he wouldn't confess them. I think he has to. I think it's as certain as death, sort of. Maybe that's a bit dramatic, but I think this is a little bit dramatic. This, I would say, what would happen on my view. Yes, I think, but they are maybe based. Maybe he. I don't know. Either this person knows you in some way, and it's gonna change completely the how they see how this person sees you, or the person doesn't really know you and has certain image about you, and that's gonna change because obviously you are not the image that this person was thinking that you are, because you are you and you're like a real person. So, but yes, I think he has, but it's a bit undefined being before, but now he has come to, I think, like as we speak, soon, like now that he would confess his feelings. I think he has to. I think he cannot live. I would say that it would be really difficult for him not to. That he has to do it. And then I think he feels lucky, and then maybe there's a little bit overall the world and everything else, which is not really something you can or he can control, can take a part, like sort of like luck in this as well. But yeah, but the reality will set in pretty soon with this person, and then some distance, if you can be open and talk about it, how things are, I think then there is all the possibilities that this could be sort of anything. Okay, did I confuse you enough, or did you get some kind of good feedback ideas from this? I will take you also a card for guidance slash just an advice, general advice for your situation, which would be this. From the Fennica Tarot, Finnish deck. Firefox. Whatever you get from Firefox, that would be further advice how to deal with this. Okay? So Ashley, that was for you. Do you have further questions? Are we cool? Yeah, and the deck is the Finnish deck comes with the book. It's this. This is not an ad, we just like it. We got it as a gift from a friend. Vedik Fennica Tarot. Susanna Salo. I know it, but I don't know why I have to read it every time. Anyway, and it's rather. You are muy welcome. Thank you for checking our channel. Leave a like. Or leave something of the happiness you bring. Go freely. Stay free. Muy bien. So, Ashley was. There was Julie J. Ashley Ghost Fighter was there, but I didn't get a question from Ghost Fighter. Still. Then we just keep moving, talking, reading, checking, interpreting. Let's see. Kind of strange position, no? Ole. Here we go. Yeah. So, coffee never hurt anyone, right? Let's see if I can find the Firefox, what it says about this. It just occurs to me now. So we're gonna do that. Shannon. Graveyard. Mountain. Alrighty then. Yeah. So Firefox, it makes, well, it seems that I like to read from this it's like a bedtime story. The keywords for Firefox: vigilance, keen power of observation, cunning, flexibility, conforming, quick wit, camouflage, right timing, realizations, observing the situations. And the firefox was a mythical animal whose fur burned like it was on fire, with a blue or green flame. According to folklore, the northern lights were born when the firefox ran on the mountains of Lapland, and its fur brushed against trees. Firefox was a prized quarry among huntsmen, for it was believed that whoever managed to catch it would become rich and famous. So, there's a few thoughts about the firefox from here. All right. Mhm. Well, let's take another from the deck. We'll take this one. Just to look at it, Six of Cups. Could be related to the lovers. Hmm. Well, one cup is offered, coming from the past. They are kind of kids there, right? And there is somebody walking away, kind of leaving them on their own and trusting that they are doing okay. Or they are behaving how they're supposed to. For example, they're in a courtyard or somewhere, near a castle, a manor, and well, it's some kind of nostalgic thing I would take. For example, somebody from your past, for example, and a billion other things. And well, like we have it here, the cards don't really have a fixed meaning. It depends what other cards there are. Sure, go ahead. What do you want to ask? Julia Geslat. So, what do you want to ask? Go ahead. What is next in love for me? For you? Okay, so what is next in love for Julia? So we see when we're happy with shuffle. Let's see what we get. Yeah, okay. What is next in love for Julia? What is next in love? Let's see. So yeah, when we're happy with shuffle, let's see when it feels right, and then we can see what we see. Yes, Bethany, you're gonna be after Julia. What is next in love for you, Julia Gisler? Okay. Oh. Well, I actually see that there's gonna be some drama in love. That if you're in a relation, it seems that that would be kind of grind to the ground. Or in love, I could think also like this would be something that something will happen that makes you sort of redefine the whole idea of love. And that would be some sort of big project after this that basically you kind of have to build from the foundation. So maybe you have had someone, and then what you considered love that wasn't quite it. And this would require patience from you in general. So in a sense, at least I would say that some something will come crashing down in a way that the reality sets in. What is the situation with someone, or in general about the love deal and love. So I think you might have to rethink the whole business. And that would be something that will take a while. So I think there has been some person, some like a sort of like a mature person who has something to do with this. A man, most likely, or at least very masculine person. And maybe you was looking up to this person and that wasn't quite what it looked like. Or maybe that was to change your mind. So I think there's a realization in love that maybe the definition will change, and this will take some time, and you might grow impatient before you sort of find love in a way that you define it anew. Okay? Angel Carlos, hello. When this will happen? Well, I see that it's basically about to happen now. And there is sort of like, for me, there is a certain sensation of inevitability. So this is something you cannot stop. This could be like maybe, like I said, that this could be related. I don't know if there's a man in your life that has any resemblance to this. Like sort of like more mature, kind of in control of their feelings, has those as well still. So maybe this person would be also partly involved doing something or saying something that will change your stuff. So like a king. King of Cups is that from right and right. But I would say that it happens now, but I think you would also start building from this rather fast. Also, like it happens, everything comes down sort of, or the idea of the whole love business goes down the drain, how it was old, comes something new, And it seems like I wouldn't say that you would be one who would be, sitting in the ruins and crying your eyes out, but you would be rather practically study, okay, so this wasn't it, or I was thinking about it in a different way. So I would say that you would start building pretty much immediately from that. But I wouldn't say that in the very near future I would see a lot of action while you are defining actually, I think, what you want. You might get a little bit impatient. But I think it's in the process of happening, like as we speak, or like it's more like in the present. Okay? And if that didn't confuse you enough, here's advice and guidance for you in the situation. So what is next in love with you in your situation? Here's a guidance card for you, okay? What do you mean? What do they look like? Personality? So I am more inclined to think that this would be like more realization about the whole ideal of love. That you have to redefine it. And you might grow impatient, so because I don't see that there would be exactly, at least in the near future, not much happening otherwise, that you would be more like building yourself and building a new idea, what you consider love is, and like this. But I think you would be actually coming to a new realization rather fast. So I think it's gonna be like, but then you will recover from this. But I don't see that there would be, at least in the near future, I don't see that there would be much happening otherwise. Or in the end, it's a huge thing to consider that you will redefine love for yourself, right? Hi, Angel, and nice to see you here too. Thank you, Julia. So, what did we have here otherwise? General reading was Bethany. Yes, you can ask Angel, of course. I'm trying to keep track here who is what, and I will take the questions in an order they appear in the chat. So if you say hi, it's really nice and I appreciate it. But then when the question comes, I will keep the order, try to keep the order on that. So next, if I'm not totally lost here, would be Bethany Pollock. General reading for Bethany. And after Bethany, we have Lion Lizen. And so general reading, let's see what we get for Bethany. And then Lion, and then I check again what is the situation about. So it's a general reading for Bethany. Gonna be happy with the shuffle. No johan nyt. Oho. Well, there's a card that seems to be keep coming up kind of some today. Well. We need to take a sip of water with this. Well, for me, what I see is like there has been like end of a cycle for you, and it could be like thought-wise or what you were thinking, and I think there has been like something that I see like sort of like a lot of ends of cycle here, and uh, I think I get this impression that you have been betrayed in some way, and that has given this kind of flash understanding, and things have been crumbled. So I would say that you are you would have been in some situation that sort of like the truth has come out of something. Maybe it was like something was somebody tried to hide, or maybe you tried to hide it yourself, but the truth has come out, and that will transform or transcend even death. The truth will always come out. It won't burn even in the fire. So, sort of, in general, I have get this impression that you are going through slightly traumatic times at the moment, and that you are sort of, this was not the truth that you wanted, or this was not the truth that you wanted to come out, but it did. It won't go away. But in the near future, where it would lead is here. Yeah, that's the $1,000,000 question. The thing is that when I read this, you have the truth which is in you. I don't know. I just see what is in the cards, and you know what is the truth of this. I don't know. It could be an ending a relationship, for example, or it would be some kind of attitude or some idea that you have, and then that wasn't quite how it seemed, or it wasn't quite how you were thinking. But I get this impression that you were sort of stabbed in the back, like seriously, in this. Maybe it was even by yourself, but it's like some kind of fundamental thing. It's not a minor thing. Something that has basically been built in a not so solid foundation has come crumbling down, or is about to, and there's really nothing you can do about it, basically. But that will also sort of give like a rebirth that is will be good, because the truth will come out anyway. But I think this will lead, it will lead to this. And I see you that you will be here. So you will be on top of things. So that will bring good fortune. I think it will be good. So basically, well, let's see what I can get for more. Well, everything that I can get, all that I get from this, Bethany, is like this. For me, it's all figures that I get is like female figures, and there has been some information. I think it comes down to this: that some information has not been given to you that was supposed to. And I see a mother figure in here. Maybe people got pretty creative of not letting you have some info. That could be it, but somehow I get very strong impression that it includes another woman in this. So maybe somebody has said something that was like in the end. And it was the truth in the end, and that's not so nice, but in the end it was good and it needs to come out. Right? I don't know if I can be any more clear than that or more confusing than that, depending on our outlook. But for further assistance for you, Bethany, here's a guidance card for you. Well, we put these ones all up. Right up. Upright. Right up. Upright. So, Mythicphonica Tarot. Domestic Snakes is the name of the card. So whatever you can get from this, Bethany, that would be your guidance and advice in the situation, which is the general situation. And like I told about the truth, you can Google this if you want to and get probably meaning from somewhere. But I would just urge to check whatever you can get from this for your general situation and all the things that I have said before. This could give some further clarity. But all the info is in you. I don't know anything. That's a very revealing things too. Revealing, relieving. Oh my English. Sometimes. Yeah, thank you Bethany for coming here with us. And people, if you like our channel, if you like the readings, if you like the lectures, I don't know if you like my classes, like the video, subscribe. I will read, I don't care in that sense. You subscribe, you don't subscribe, you are here for while I'm here, I read. You're a subscriber or not, it doesn't really matter. But it's nice. And if you have any feedback, comments, dstonerocks@hotmail.com, and we do surprisingly private readings in Finnish, English, and Spanish. But I don't do the Spanish, I mean, I will do that. So send us an email, dstonerocks@hotmail.com. Obviously, we can figure out if you have a simple question, you have a bigger question, we have different things we can offer. We figure something out. We sell stones, we are dstonerocks as well. You can check those out. Or ask about them. Or, I don't know, ask anything. Or send us an email. We've been able to answer everyone so far. So we probably can answer you too. There's no weird questions. Well, there are some. Moving on. So, Lion, if I am not totally confused, as nowadays I am less and less confused all the time, which is kind of scary. Let's see. What was the actual questions? Let's see. Ah, okay, yes. So we go for Lion License and then Angel Carlos. Does Riyad Pieces think about me currently? And will he come back to me? So, Lion, you are next. Riyad Pieces, Pisces. Thank you for reposting, that helps. Why this is so confusing at the moment. I have to put this, yeah. Does the Riyad Pisces think about me currently and will he come back to me? Let's see. Does Riyad Pisces think about Lion and will he come back to her? Oh, no niin. Does Riyad Pisces think about me, Lion, will he come back? Let's see. When we're happy with the shuffle, we were not quite happy yet, so we need some more shuffle still. Right. There we have the answer. Other things. Well, I think he's looking back. I think this person is feeling like a bit hard to sit, that he has hard time sitting down. I think he's feeling that he wants to do something about the things with you. Um, and yeah, I would be thinking that this person would look forward to have some kind of small celebration. Maybe he would ask you for, I don't know, drink, for not something really major. It could be also something that if there's a celebration coming your way, which is like a cultural ritual, is religious, whatever, this kind of thing. I would be thinking that this person would ask you to join somewhere, or I think this person, yes, I think this person is thinking about you. I think he's looking back, and like something that has happened between you uh, that made him move, maybe even literally. Um, so I would think that this person, yes, and he's looking forward to like reach, like meet with you in some sort of form of some sort of small celebration. It could be also as small as a drink, but he has somehow hard time sitting still. He wants to do something about it. I think he feels that things are not solved, that this is not really like reach an end, or he's not sure what's going on, I guess. But I think this if you are not gonna be careful, there could be things that have bothered you before or him. Uh, there could be some like a petty. If you meet this person, there would be some kind of like a petty argument, and if you go to war with him, yeah, you probably can win. Or if you have an argument with him, you probably could win, or he can win, but nobody will feel good. It doesn't feel like a victory. So it would be like try to stay away from battles that you don't want to have, and try to stay away from like petty things. Like, yeah, I remember that you did this once when we were there, and it was like, you put the toilet paper in the wrong way, and then I was wrong. Or he would say this, you would say anyone, but to try to be civilized in a ways that not to get carried away with some stupid nonsense, in a sense. So I would think that in the end, with this person, I would see that you would be more like someone who would be a with a constant effort if you would get back with him. After you meet him, that you would be willing to make some kind of like a groundwork from this, and this person would be more like rah, charging in and doing something dramatic and try to sweep the feet out of your like just try to sweep your feet off, like that, like this, and that he would be more dramatic and not really giving a shit actually what happens, but just wants to do something and comes in really like hardcore war style, like running like bit of a chaotic situation what I see. So I think it's possible. I would say that this person, yes, is looking forward to reconnect with you or connect with you, and is thinking about you. Um, Maybe he's thinking a little bit like this, that maybe that were things really like so that he was giving, were you giving enough, or who was giving what, and maybe he's not quite clear with this himself. But yeah, some sort of celebration, if there is coming cultural thing, religious thing, whatever, or drink, stay away from petty arguments. A won't solve it. So, like, in a sense, don't go there. That if you are right, that well, you can insist that you are right, and that's pretty much then it. But in the end, that won't really give much satisfaction for anyone. But yeah, I think it's possible also. But there was gonna be some clashes about this, because I think this person would be not so willing or able to try to build from constantly day to day. It's more like, yeah, I am back, rawr, something like this, right? Hopefully that gives you some insight. I will give you this. Oh, that's the second time today. So this is a guidance and advice for your situation with Triad Pisces. And this whatever you get from this is the tree of life, right? Yeah, I would say that this person is feeling passionate about you one way or the other. And I probably it would be like it's. I think it's like fire, sort of. It's not really like the cups is like romantic, poetic things. This is more like raw, passionate fire thing. And I see this person would be also a little bit like restless in general and wants to make like fast decisions, fast moves, and then maybe not really thinking what's gonna happen when he's gonna run there and or go with his horse there and up to battle. And then if there's some people get like stepped on and like pushed away, and he wouldn't mind or he didn't even notice maybe. Hello, hello. Same to you. So we have Angel Carlos next, and I will take questions in order they appear in the chat. Winters 171. Okay, we cool, Lion. Winters 171. But first, Angel Carlos. Jahas. And then Lam after this. But now, Angel, are you there with us still? Okay, so Angel is there. Well, Lion, you can ask another question, but you have to wait a little while. There's gonna be a couple of people after you, and then I have to see what's the time or what I gotta do. But yeah, you can. Well, let's take that without much of. I think this person is having his options, like I think he has sort of options. So I would say maybe nothing like really concrete in a sense, but I think he has like he feels that he feels that he has possibilities. So Lion, this is for you. I don't think there's anything sort of serious, but I think he would have possibilities to have something with someone if he chooses. Okay, and now for Angel. So that was for Lion. Okay, so Angel Carlos, you are muy welcome, Lion. Tell us his feelings for me and what is the outcome. If I confess my feelings. Okay. So Angel Carlos, this is for you. Yes. I don't know if you two in the recent past got somehow a little bit closer to each other. I think this person, if that's the case, this person would be sort of asking somebody's advice of this, or now he has to choose between two people. And I see that there is she has anyway. She's going through some kind of minor conflicts at the moment, and I don't see like, well, if you confess, if you didn't already, we discussed this before. I don't see any progress much in this, in a sense that this thing is like kind of stuck. And in the near future, whether you say anything or not, I don't think she's like so like I said, okay, Angel, so that I see that you could have gotten somehow closer to each other, and now the person could be thinking to ask advice for her situation. She might be in a situation to pick between two people, and is going through some minor conflicts at the moment. Maybe she has a bit hard time. So, but I don't see that the situation. I don't see any progress. I see that the situation remains somehow, at least in the near future, it remains the same. So I don't know if you've been in any contact, but somehow I just got this impression that, well, it can mean also that maybe she has chosen something else, or somebody else got closer to her then, that she would be in a situation that she thinks, what does she want to be with someone? But at the moment, I don't see this progressing really anywhere. You confess, not confess, I see that you are a little bit stuck with this. I will show you this. Near future gives you the moon. And I see that you are the crab and you are sort of in the pond, and I think she's sort of like in between thinking about this. But at the moment, I see that this is the near future for you. You are the crab, right? You are planning that you're gonna walk all the way to the mountains. You have the bloody dogs there, and you wanna walk there. If you wanna walk all the way, you are the small crab here in the pond, kind of stuck. Maybe a little bit worried to go getting out of your comfort zone and these things. For example, confessing her how you feel. So if you're gonna walk all the way to the mountain, it's gonna take a lifetime. So you should fly. And you can see that in the end, this could mean even the moon here could be a gateway to different worlds that you don't even know that exists. You are not familiar with this. So you should, anyway, you are gonna be stuck if you are not gonna step out of the pond, right? Well, let's see. They ask about time. Still, I think the moon is also suggesting like some kind of unconscious thing that basically, I'm not sure if the timing will make. Of course, if she's like, I don't know, eating a hot dog with 10 friends, maybe that's not the best moment. Or if she's having earphones and running on the treadmill in the gym. Well, let's ask this way. Will it make any difference if you wait till May? Well, I would have to say yes. I think it could make a difference, but you would have to. I think that for me that might be something that would be kind of like the ultimate time limit. The May. I think you would have to confess. I think you just have to. For me, what I see, it's like you need to do it. Otherwise, we'll eat you up, and Yeah, may, pretty good, but I think it has to be like, you have to cross some borders. It cannot be like a very mundane thing to do. I would go poetic on this one. I think she, at the moment, she is like somehow thinking between two people making choices. So I don't see that she would be. I think she would be, either she was just with someone and then she broke up, or that she is and she's thinking not to. But I don't think that would be anything serious if she is. But let's see what we get from that. No, I think she's fine. Actually, I think she's not. I think she is kind of happy at the moment where she is. So that could be, of course, one reason why, like, May could be better, because maybe she doesn't want to be with anyone. I guess she's not supposed to if she doesn't want to. I think she's happy on her. Maybe she's, like you said, maybe she's very focused in the gym, but I see you in the bloody moon thing, in the pond, as the crab. Do something about it. That would be my advice, even without giving you this advice. This would be advice for the situation. And we put it this way. Mountain trolls, this is your advice. Could we see if she's single? I kinda heard that she... Yeah, well, I got I had the lovers card there, and for me it seemed like either, well, if you say that, what I had here, I had the lovers, and then I had this, if she didn't, she's thinking of to do it. So I don't think she at least is in a very happy place with that. And the advice for all this, the mountain trolls, whatever you can get from this. So it could be also like there is something that hasn't, is kind of, that she has even sort of like made up her mind that she will break up with someone, but it didn't quite, that she's going through the motions, that she's asking somebody's advice even though she knows what she's going to do. So I think she's not at least fully with anyone at the moment. And yeah, I would say, yeah, I got the same. I just picked, I think she's single. Yes. But you are in the bloody moon, man. You are the crab in the pond. So honestly, dude, whatever happens, that's gonna be probably better than to let it go too much forward and thinking about this too much. So I see that you're stuck in the pond, like I showed the moon card, okay? So if you wanna be stuck in the pond, then you see also just a little bit about things, then get out of in pond and, you know, yeah. Yes. Well, that's, like I said, you would have to do something which is not totally mundane. So I would say that that should be, on my view, especially nowadays. I don't know where you are and how things go there, but in a way, like I said, would have to be something. Don't text, don't give a WhatsApp message. I think would have to be something out of the ordinary, which will help the situation. Uh-huh. Well, yeah, you just have to make sure it won't end up being somehow scary. But like I said, I saw it there already, but it has to be something. And well, that is, at least for me, I have known to do God knows what things in a very good way. But that doesn't sound for me like something that everybody does every day for everyone. It's out of the ordinary. It goes a little bit over the common things. So I think yes, sounds pretty good to me. So okay, yes, written note with a rose. Jode, you see this in the movies. This is what I was saying. So for me, as I had here, I had one of the knights there. So yes, I think this would be, on my view, what I see here. You make the ultimate decision what you want to do, but at least it's a movement somewhere, and that's, I don't know if you do this kind of things all the time. I somehow would doubt, but that would be coming out of the pond as the crab, and you would somehow, for me, I don't know. If you feel good about doing it, do it. Do it. Well, it would go again to the same thing what I said, that if you wanted this thing to progress and something to happen, what I had the cards already earlier there, I remember. I think it would kind of kickstart some fire. So I think yes. And as I said from the beginning, again, I'm repeating myself a lot, am I not? Yes, do something out of the ordinary. On my book, this is something that goes over the mundane, basic things. You know, hey, hi, text message, that. So I see that this could be, and you see when you do it. And I think it's like I said, that would mean you are the crab in the pond. You are a bit kind of like not willing to go out of it, but I feel that this would be it. This makes you go out of the pond and could open up who knows what. Usually when you do things tends to happen. Other things. Maybe it's not gonna even happen what you want from this, but it could bring about something else. Right? So I would say that she takes it good. Right? Mm-hmm. Okay. You are most welcome. So we had then Winter 171. Let's see. Should I Winters 171, are you still with us here? Okay. Okay, Winter, just give me a sec. I think there's potential there. I think there's potential, yes. For me, I think there's potential. Okay, so Winters 171, you are up next. So will you wait for Hunter or is the connection over? That was the question, right? Hi, should I wait for Hunter or is this connection over? Okay. We see for Winters 171, then should you wait for Hunter or is the connection with him or her over? Is the connection with the person over, should wait for the person. An angel, yes, I think there is a lot of potential that there is. But should you wait? Winters 171. Would you wait for Hunter or is the connection over? Let's say. We are not happy with the shuffle yet, but soon we are happy with the shuffle, and then for Winters. I wouldn't wait. I think it would be better. I think that something that has happened to you. This one card keeps coming up. I don't know how it can come up all the time. I think it kind of brought things to the bare, like to the foundations, and maybe what you see in the foundations were not so good. So I would say like no, I wouldn't wait. I think you are maybe kind of thinking that there could be something, but I see that this person is probably kind of going forward, and I would say that you, even if you might feel somehow kind of moody and in between like two, what should you do and how you should feel. But funny enough, I would say that this is over, but the near future brings this, right? And I say like ending of a cycle. I think for me this would ring kind of positive. That it wouldn't be maybe such a shame even if the connection with this person is over. So I think it would give some kind of closure. I think you would move up in the world, so to speak, and move forward and like this. This is what I see. So I would say I wouldn't wait in this based what I have here. And I think it's over, the connection with this person. And further advice. The Mythic Pennica Tarot, Mountain Trolls, Winters 171. Whatever you can get from the Mountain Trolls. They are dancing around the fire there, which is kind of funny. Bluish, greenish fire. So your guidance and advice for the situation, right? And people, do like, subscribe if you want to, if you like, if you subscribe. I read for you. You don't subscribe, you subscribe. I'm not saying that you should subscribe, but you should probably subscribe, right? I'm not talking to any individual, I'm talking to the whole bloody digital ether. But yeah, subscribe, don't. I read. You are here. When I'm here, when I'm not somewhere else, then I'm here, then you are here, or you are actually somewhere else, and so I don't know anymore. Moving on. But yeah, it doesn't matter. You subscribe, I read. If you don't, I read. If I don't want to read for someone, I don't. Vale? Okay, Winters. That was a rant. Yeah, thank you, Winters171, for coming to our channel. Muy bien. And we had here a name that I probably, as a Finnish person, would have a little bit. Nilam to Dunputh. Okay, hopefully that's even remotely correct on my part. Do you see me receiving my specialist license this year? I wish also, please, if Taneswar in the end will marry me. So. So Nilam, you are next. If I am not totally confused and missing out on something. And if I do, I will not do it on purpose. Yes. Do you see me receiving, and thank you for putting the question there again. It's muy bien, nice, thank you. Kiitos. Do you see me receiving specialist license by May 2021? I also wish, okay. Alright. Yes, so Nilam, you are next. We'll ask first about the license and then another question about the marriage. So first about the license. Do you see me receiving my special license by May 2021? Does Nilan receive her specialist license by May 2021? May I ask, Nilam, where are you from? Or where are you, if you want to say? It doesn't really make any difference for the reading, but I'm just interested because the name is exotic for me. But anyway, do you see me receiving my specialist license by May 2021? Let me check what we see from here. Okay, from Mauritius. Cool. I think I never read for anyone from there. I've been to Moscow though. Nice place, nice place. For me, it was more like a nice place to visit than to stay too long, but it's a matter of preference, I guess, and many other things. We had one guy from Botswana. That was very exotic for me. Well, maybe for him, I'm Finnish, mine very exotic. Okay, enough with that. But yes, I think, I would have to say, with the license, I think you have worked for it. I think you have put in the hours, and yes, I would be very, very, very surprised if you wouldn't get the license. I think it somehow comes to me that this is not somehow handed to you, that this whole business is like you have to work your, excuse me your language, your ass off for this, and you have. And there is all the cards showing for me that yes, I would say most definitely yes, and I don't know, maybe I should stop doing this if you don't. No, I won't. Anyway. Okay. Oh yeah, there is that. 8 times due to COVID exam. But I would still say I don't care what is going on in the world, because the answer is the world. Well, that's something that would probably be needed in many things. But this is your answer. I would say yes. And but I would also have to say that everything for me points out to this. Only thing that you have to pay attention to this. So I don't know if there's any possibility that you would somehow end up missing the opportunity to take the test, for example. Right? So basically, just pay attention. Make sure that there's no way you can miss going to the test. I don't know, maybe you should go there the day before already to wait, but just make sure that nothing can, like there's no physical thing that can stop you from going, okay? And somehow this just gives me the sensation that it should happen, but be aware and pay attention. So that there cannot be some, because there is like, with all this good that you could be losing something you value, and you obviously value this and the opportunity to have the test. So however it relates to you, make sure, that there cannot be anything stopping you from going. Pay attention as much as you can. Okay? I'm serious. Very serious about this. Hey, advice for the whole business, what you asked. Here comes. Finnish deck made of Pohjola. So whatever you can get from this gives you further guidance for your situation, right? You can Google it, but I would say look at this and whatever it gives should give further like ideas and everything what you need to know. All the answers are within you and your head, heart, and being and soul, however you want to call these whole beings. Okay? And well, I would say good luck with the test, but I don't think you need luck. For me, it seems like you get the test, you will pass with high flying colors. Right? And I thank you for coming to our channel. Muy bien. And let us know what happened in the end. Because anything what people of course do, they will, nothing is written in stone with the cards. This is what I see. It changes by the way if you do things, what you decide to do. Hold it. Yeah, well, I don't know how is the COVID business there, but I read that it was not good there either. That was, I don't know, might have some ideas about Russia and all that, but what can I say? Yeah, but take care of yourself as well, hey, as much as is it possible, and try to stay safe. Oh, sorry, yeah, that was the other question. My apologies. Yeah, I was jumping the gun here. That was the specializing. Now was the marriage. Will Daneswar, should you wait for him? Okay, sorry. I got so strong, and I also was like with the reading earlier about the specialist license. I got so the answer was really nice for me. I wanted to, that it seemed like yes, it's really sure, and then I got carried away. That's what I tend to do, but it's fun sometimes. But yeah, okay. What about Daneswar? Will he marry you, or should you wait? Eventually, in the end, will he marry Daneswar? Marry Nilam. Daneswar marry Nilam. Daneswar. Let's see what we get from here. This one we have. Oi. That's not it. I just messed with the cards. So when we're happy with the shuffle, let's see what we get from Daneswar. I think after this, I might have to turn off the lights and go to sleep, or something like related to that. Let's see. I would say I have with this. I would have to say no, but I think this is also something that actually might have nothing to do with you or him, and yeah, I would have to say no for this, as kind of simply. But yeah, I think it's not somehow. It's not. It's strange because I get this impression that something comes between you, and you don't have, and he doesn't have much. Maybe it's like an outside force, and then this leads. At the moment, I think your situation would be kind of give and take, that both parties are like giving and receiving. Yeah. So maybe this means then in that sense that you both were giving and receiving, were both giving and receiving, not literally, but like this. But I would have to say no. And somehow the truth of things would come out. Well, let's put it this way. At the moment, I say no. The truth of things would come out. And if the truth comes out and you both see it, then there's some possibilities because the answer would be the tower. And I would say no. Of course, it could mean also that if you can break things down to very basic and you let things that are not based on solid foundation and like how to put it. Sometimes I get blocked with my English and Finnish even. So in a way, if you let things crumble down completely, that could also mean that. But I would have to say at the moment at least no. I think some truth needs to come out, and that would then could give you an opportunity to do this. Moment. Yeah, you blocked each other on December 2020. Third body, as you see. Okay. So, yeah. So basically, well, I guess if you can get the bottom of this and if you are honest and bring about everything, it's like if you can face each other sort of like completely sort of naked, not to do in a way exactly what it sounds like, but if you have no masks, you are not hiding behind anything. If you can be ultimately totally honest and tell the truth about everything, then yes, it's possible. Mm, if you think about it in a way, will he come back on his own will? I think it's possible, but yet if you come also that there would be that he would have to make certain realizations then and see sort of the truth. But at the moment, looks like at the moment it mostly looks like it's over. Further down the road, it's possible that you would get back together, but it's probably heavy stuff. I don't think it would be really easy. It would really require like stripping all the layers of bullshit away and just be brutally honest and truthful. And let's take an advice for Neelam for this. In broad, he is not. Well, I would have to say no. I think it's in broad terms, if you don't elaborate too much, very simple answer would be no. But it's really, I have hard time saying usually this is absolutely no. Although with the license, everything points to this. With this, if I would have to say yes or no, I would say no. With some reservation. Maybe because I'm a Finnish person, we are really neutral and stuff. But at the moment, at least, no. And if that were to happen, I don't know if that would be even good then in the end. So I would have to say no. Okay? Okay, Miss 2020, you can ask, then I'm off. Okay, so yeah, then it's not gonna. It's not. I don't think Neil. Then I don't see it. That would be the absolute thing, that the truth would come out and everything is unveiled, or then not. It cannot be little bit, and if you have any doubts, then not. This is what I say. Well, if you, if you get married, send us a picture. Okay. Anyway, well, hey, advice. Did I give advice for that? We give you an advice for this. This is your advice with the marriage business. Oi, wrong way around. I will put this. Finnish deck. Whatever you get from this. This is for the marriage with, guess what? Kantele of Väinämöinen. It's like a Finnish national epoch instrument. Okay? So whatever you get from this, that's your advice, Nelan. Thank you for coming around. And then, Miss 2020, if you have a question, go ahead. Please ask now. And then I have to start moving. Moment. I cannot see. You too. Nice talking, nice having you here. Okay, that just went interesting. Did I just close it? Yes. Buddy! Ole! Is it not my man from Botswana? I was just talking about you the other day and now. But yeah, at the moment I have to start, for many reasons, to throw out the cards, put the cards away, and I have to start going. So, Miss 2020, yeah, I've been saying like, hey, I had a person from Botswana, you know, you are already famous in the channel or something. So, how are you? Yeah, I'm good. We have the COVID business going on. I'm here sweating in the kitchen, sort of making these lectures. But otherwise, it's fine. How are you? How did the business things turn out, or did they yet? Well, for my main man from Botswana, I will be here for a little while, but I really have to get going. Yeah, okay. Well, we are in like 0 degrees at the moment with some snow. So, give me the temperature. Hit it. Fair enough. Okay, buddy. Hey, do you want to ask something? Still? Is that the stuff? Well, you are planning to take a gap year to do your business stuff. Fair enough. Oh. Go right ahead, and we'll address your situation. Well, it's no secret. It's there. It has some skulls and shit. Yeah, it's been there for a while. I don't know. It was interesting to make it. Some of them were made in Russia, some in Canada, and I don't know. That was pretty much it. Whole two things. In the travels. So you're dealing with 2 areas men, but you want to ask about the one you haven't been in contact with in a while. So, you want to elaborate, buddy, about that more? What do you want to ask? What do you want to know? What's going on with the person that was not you have not been in contact, or where is his heart in regards to me? Okay, the two areas, and where is his heart when it comes to you, regards to you? Fair enough. The one I really speak to, where is his heart regards to you? Oh. I think this person is harboring. I would be surprised because I feel like he is too wounded, and that's why he is not ready to come forward. I think this person harbors still a warm feelings towards you. I think it's like somehow that you would be to each other like sort of like the sun, that you can feel the touch on the skin even after the other person left. I think I would say that this would have been somehow pretty serious relation between you two. I think this person is sort of looking forward and trying to plan something and would like to be still in contact with you, but he's somehow turning his back. So yeah, I think he is feeling kind of, yeah, wounded would be probably really good word. I wouldn't say that maybe, I don't think it's anything, something that couldn't be repaired. Um, you might have to get creative with that, on my view. But somehow it could be related to the whole virus business or anything, but there is like, I don't think you would be meeting this person or that there would be contact in a very near future. I think it's not really about you or him either. For me, I get this impression that I think this maybe it sounds somehow obvious, but I think this person is like, is more thinking that he's feeling towards you the same than before, and it's not sure if you have the same, and it might be a little bit doubt, have a doubt, because the person would be like a little bit worried in a way that the feelings will not be returned. So that it was good for both, and now there's some doubt: is it so good for you anymore that it was is for him? Somehow I get also the impression that this includes a third person also who is involved in this, which, well, I don't know. It can be the other areas if that's related, but this somehow this relation then is affected by another person, a third person in somehow also. And all that this person might think that if he would be in contact with you, that he has to turn his back to two other people for some reason. Well, why not? So, well, I think the main thing is that this one is thinking that maybe you don't share same feelings that he does. Still, I would think this. And near future, I don't think anyone is going forward. And somehow this, I think it's something between you that you cannot. It's like an outside force, on my view. That is something that will happen one no matter what you do. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I don't think you will be in contact very soon with this person. Maybe he feels he's like between, like it's either you or someone else, and that he cannot somehow be in contact or get along or do whatever with like these two and you, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, somehow I get this impression that from this, which is one of the cards that I have here, and this gave me also the impression that there is like two, that I would see the sticks as people or something like that. But this person is also observing, like as you can see, it's observing like a bay which has some ships in it, and for me, I get the impression of magician of fire, but just my own impression that comes from somewhere early. I don't even remember why now. But anyway, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, maybe that will be the thing that could be preventing the contact with this person. But I think he is harboring very warm feelings towards you. Anyway, so and like you said, that on the other hand, when you want someone to come forward themselves, that you don't want to force it or you don't want to interfere with, if they like you, they should come. Then, right? Yeah, I think that for me it seems like, yeah, at least in the near, there wouldn't be any through there, any contact through there. So yeah, if that is what keeps you this. Fair enough. All right. Well, that's good if it keeps. That's the whole point of everything in here. So fair enough. So Miss 2020, throw me a question, and then after this, I really, for various reasons, some are very natural reasons, I have to go. Right? You will donate it. Okay, fair enough. Let's see what that will think. This is the answer if you donate him to her. Somehow I think this person will then think that it might be a bit of a heavy load. Something you'd have to work on constantly and consistently for a long time, so it will bring fruit. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, nature calls in many ways. I actually also want to smoke. I smoke cigarettes. It's bad. It's not healthy. I know, but I still do. I have to have some vices. Hey, Miss 2020, your question, por favor. Natural reasons. Nature calls. Yeah, I tried. Never too much with the weed, but now I've had, like I said, it's been like 4 years without a couple of glasses of wine. Somehow I kind of lost taste of many things. I tried some things. Enough about that. Nice to have you here too. Miss 2020, sorry then if I missed it. I am here. Well, I don't seem to find Miss 2020 your question. I'm missing out on something. I see. Can I ask a question? But I don't, sir. So please repost your question, and I can try to answer you. I cannot, at least I cannot find it from there. But yeah, this is exactly one of the reasons I need to start putting the cards away, because it's too much. It's not concentration without effort anymore. It's too much concentration and too much effort, or something like this. Only question I see is like, can I see a tattoo and can I ask a question? No, I cannot see your question. Maybe it got confused in the digital reader somehow. But no, sorry, I cannot find it. I can find only to show a tattoo and can I ask a question. But the actual question I cannot find. For the death of me, I cannot find it. So please repost your question so I can try to give you some answer. What we get from the cards. Por favor. Yeah, they are not really like very deep or spiritual. When they have been taken, maybe I was in a little bit of a different path. Well, who am I to say if I'm deep or spiritual? I guess I can say for myself. But yeah, they are pretty basic. Since I was a kid, I like skulls. You can blame me with that. I remember watching like Phantom, you know, the guy with the rings that has this, that you bad guy, good guy thing. So that's pretty much. I hope, but I would say, I don't know, I wouldn't say that I've ever been a tough guy in any way. I'm more of a hugger, at least deep inside, right? Hi, I see he. Still no, I don't still see a question from Miss 2020. I don't know if there's some problem with my, because I'm running this through a program. Ay, ay. I still don't see shit, I have to say. But put it one more. Hello. I get this message, but I cannot see a question. Sorry. No, I cannot see a question. I can see I posted this, the last thing I've seen you posting, but I don't see a question still. Now I get okay. Alright, now we got it. How does Mihir feel about me? Fair enough. Does he love you? Does Mihir love you? Okay, how does Mihir feel about me? About Gayatri? Gawaatri. Gawaatri. Sorry, these are a bit exotic names for me, so I'm struggling. I apologize. But okay, how does me feel about me? Love? Let's see. When we're happy with the shuffle. Okay. Okay. We'll see what we can see. When we're happy with the shuffle, how does somehow I think that this person sees you as you are, and that he's in hopes that there would be something with you. But also I see that there is some kind of like, if he were to approach you, that he would have to somehow defend his position or his feelings. Maybe he's concerned of that. I don't see straight love here, no. Will he contact you? I think it's a little bit like he's thinking about it. So I think it's not clear for him. I think it's more like he sees somehow how you. I have this impression that his image, what he has about you, is really like true. That this person would see you how you truly are. But if he were to approach you, that he would have to defend his positions, and he would be like somehow in trouble even. And I think, but yet I think he's still considering contacting you. So I don't know if this is someone you have known for a long time, but somehow I get this impression that this person knows you inside out, sort of like how you are. And now it's like maybe he's fighting off his feelings, or he doesn't really know what his feelings are, and if he were to approach you, he's could be in some sort of trouble a little bit. But I think he's still thinking about contacting you. But love at the moment, no, I don't say that he feels love towards you. No. Hopefully the answer was worth your wait. I would have been very happy to say yes, there is, but no. I think there is hope for this, but I think it's a little bit unclear. Like maybe he's doing in hopes that you would feel towards him. I think there is like sort of like anything is kind of possible at the moment, but clearly I don't see this. Okay. And whatever he feels, I think he has maybe a little bit trouble admitting slash confessing that, or even realizing that. So love, I don't see that would be like instantaneously there. This is like something to be figured out more, something to get into deeper in general. I think this is like that there is hopes that this could bring anything, but it's somehow he's having hard time reaching. But he's still thinking about his. I think he's playing with the idea, like should I not, should I not? Because on the other hand, like I said, for me it seems like he could get into some kind of trouble if he does it, but he's still considering it anyway. That he wouldn't. That he's thinking like, would it be too much to handle? Will I approach him? Should I? Yeah, should I approach him? The answer is here for Miss 2020. That's a blank card. So let's take another one. We keep this as a form of a guidance for you. Should you approach him? Hairomaisa. So Miss 2020, Lempo. Should you approach him? This is the thing what you should consider. Whatever this gives you. And I can actually think that this relates. I'm okay. So Miss 2020, should you approach him? The answer is here. Whatever you can get from this, it's some sort of a bat, has something to do with love. I would be very certain that he does. With all with the cards that I have here. But yeah, Miss 2020, I think he watches, but I think in general, yes, but at the moment, maybe he's weighed down by other things that he's not maybe just right now following so much. But hey, now Anyway, guys, I know some of you came here and stuff, but now I just don't have any options. I have to go. Roma, say you come next time, I will take you there. If there's a queue, I will put you next after the reading. But now I really need to go, and I will thank everyone who came here. And Roma, say you will be next. Okay. I'm a softie. So how can I do? There's even a rose. Okay, we do this one, and then if I don't go, I have to literally change my pants. Please, love reading between me and Isa. Okay, let's take kind of fast one for this. Roma is between. Let's see what we get from here. Well, I see that there is. I would say that there is rather balanced fire burning between you two. One of you is looking a little bit to the past. I don't know if there has been an incident that the other person kind of took some distance. But I think the situation looks rather balanced. But I would be careful for the near future. There is one card that keeps coming up here. Because there is gonna be something that will put your relationship to the test, in a sense. Or your love to the test. It will something happens that is not in your control. Neither one of you. And that needs already creativity and honesty in a sense. There cannot be much of secrets between you if you want to survive that. You should also like use your common sense and take maybe a rest period. So at the moment I think things are balanced, but I think something is about to happen that you cannot help. Something which is not originating from you or the other person, something outside from you is gonna bring things kind of to the core. And that will show then what is made of. But I would say that you would probably go through this if you use your creativity and like compassion, and you welcome each other with open arms, and you don't withhold information or keep secrets from each other, and sort of like you give all the information what the other person needs. You don't hold back, and that you use your brain as well in a sense, and like you might need in a while like a small break from each other, like nothing too traumatic, because what's going to happen seems really traumatic for me. Okay, so Roma, I said that's your stuff, and your advice is here. It's the devil. So whatever you can get from this devil, the devil, you can Google it or whatever, but I would suggest whatever you can get from this actual card in here. That gives you some advice in this. I would say I take an exception, yet go on my way to say that I would be, in this point, what I see otherwise in here, to be careful with codependency or this, like that you would be dependent on the other person, that they would be, she would be, he would be, she would be dependent on you in an unhealthy way, right? So I think you are bound together in some way, but to be careful that it will stay healthy, okay? You're most welcome. Now, even if, I don't know, Mr. YouTube would come now and say, I want a reading, I cannot, no mas. Now I have to go. So, thank you everyone for joining me. Send us an email if you want a personal reading. We can do many things, WhatsApp, email, messages, ranging from different prices. Obviously, the private things are not free. And thank you for donations that you have made. It helps us. We are pretty serious about this, and we'll use more and more time for this. We're gonna put up some new videos there about the cars and about everything else in life, and who knows what we come up with. We sell our stones. dstonerocks sells 9 stones. This and that. Contact us. dstonerocks@hotmail.com. See you in the future.